Okay, in this YouTube video, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to set up your password login levels on your car wash. Now, when you get your car wash from Bellinger, you're going to have this nice new color screen, which will either be a X2 Pro or a T7A screen. What you're going to notice right away is the login levels are logins 1 through 4. And throughout this segment, I'm going to step you through how to get into each level. Currently, we are logged out, and what that means is we're going to be only able to access level 1 things on this screen. For instance, if I wanted to queue up a car wash, I need to put in a password. Screens we can access on level 1 would be the user screen. Here we can actually force things on and off. We can monitor our inputs and outputs. We could do a carriage home and a fine limits. Also on level 1, we could go to our fault screen and see what's wrong with the machine. So you don't have the capability of queuing up a car wash. You don't have the capability of going into the higher levels, which is your setup, but you can find out what's going on with the car wash, and you can home it and look at your faults. Now what I want to show you is how to actually log into your screen. So let's say I want to log into and change things in the setup. Like I'd mentioned before, you have 4 levels, level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Level 2, let's say. I want to log into level 2. I select the drop down level 2, and now I'm going to put in my password. For level 2, I'm going to put in 2222, hit OK, and it says I've successfully logged in. Going to hit OK. Now that we're in level 2, let's take a look and see what's available to us. Can we queue up a car wash? Yes, we can queue up a car wash. Data? We can look and see what our wash data is. User? Now, like in level 1, we can move the machine around, we could force, we could jog. Setup? We can't get into setup, those higher levels where all of our car wash packages and stuff are. We can't get into that on level 2. Faults, we can look and see what our faults are. So what level 2 does is it allows you to queue up a wash and process some cars if needed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to log in, and we're going to log into level 3. Level 3. And again, the password, the default password for level 3 here is 3333. Hit OK. Now we've logged in. Let's see what's available to us now. We can queue up a car wash. We can see what our data is. We can go to our user screen. We can force and jog. Setup. Well, now we can get into our packages. We can get into our application setup. Let's go to our advanced configuration. So our absolute highest levels are our absolute highest levels, which is our advanced configurations. We can't get into those levels. So when we try to, username and password is invalid. Okay, so we're going to cancel, get out of that. Entrance operations. We can get into our entrance operations. Exit operations. So what this is, level 3 is allowing us to do is we can get into our car wash packages, but we can't get into these advanced configurations and changing how the machine actually functions for each pass of the car wash. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to try to get into level 4. Level 4 is going to give you access to everything in your car wash. So let's hit the setup. And again, that screen's going to pop up. We're going to go to level 4. And the password for level 4, the default password is 4444. Hit OK. It says we've logged in successfully. So this is being a freestyler. Again, now we have access to our queue, data, user where we can jog and force, our setup. Now before on level 3 we couldn't get in that advanced configuration. Now we can actually get into the highest functions of the machine. We can get into the application configuration. We can get into output naming. We can get into, and freestyler here, we can get into our entrance wheel setup, our top wheel setup, and so on. This is the highest level of programming. And also, we can look at our faults. Now, when we want to get out of this, all we have to do here is log out, and we've logged out of that level 4. Now, if I wanted to try to get back into even Q, it's going to ask me for a password. Again, level 1 is 4 1s, level 2 is 4 2s, level 3 is 4 3s, level 4 is 4 4s. Okay? So what I want to show you now is how to actually go into the system and put your own password in. So we're going to go to setup. We want to actually go to level 4. We're going to put in 4 4 4 4. Okay. We've logged in, going to setup, and we're going to go to miscellaneous. Change password. Now this might be in a different location on your wash, but whether it's a Sabre, a Condor, or Freestyler, most of the time this change password is going to be on your miscellaneous screen, page 1 or 2. Now here we can change our password, and it's going to ask you, okay, what do we want to change? Level 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's say we want to change level 4. And then hit edit. Now we can actually put in what our password is, and maybe a description of that password is something that you can maybe a helpful hint. Key is once you put in a password, if you forget that password and you can't get back in, it's going to be a little bit difficult to retrieve that password. So always write that password down and put it in a safe place. Okay. This concludes on how to get into your T7A or X2 Pro and setting up passwords. Thank you.